awesome. We have helped 193 people so far this month. Jessica and Jen are at Success Club 20 and beyond. And then people that have locked in Success Club 10 so far for the month. Jennifer, Jackie, Shauna, myself, Angela, Raquel, Leanne, Caitlin, Miriam, and Marissa. And then at Success Club 5, 6, 7, and 8 are Christina, Danielle, Abby, Casey, Laura, Alex, Haley, Tori, Jamie, Marissa. Oh, she's on there twice. Annie, Ashley, Chrissy, and Crystal. And then we have lots of people at Success Club 4, just one person away from having locked it in. Same thing with 3. And lots of people on the board. Make sure that we're leveraging the customer launch of MBF this week, which should be live later tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get this party started. So 2 weeks ago we had, hold on, let me find the present button. There you are. So 2 weeks ago we had Beachbody Summit, and we did it virtually because of course we could not all be together. And if you did not see or did not get your ticket purchased, Summit for 2021 will be in St. Louis. So we're super fired up. I think that's going to be such a fun trip. And what we're going to talk about today is kind of just a quick like flyby highlight reel and some resources in case you missed the virtual summit, some great takeaways that you can go and plug into, because if we tried to talk about the whole thing here, we would talk for hours. But we'll give you that. But what we really want to dive into is kind of where your Beachbody New Year. We like to call Summit our Beachbody New Year because it's kind of our years kind of run July to July. So our weeks run Thursday to Wednesdays, our years run July to July. Beachbody is just totally off kilter and I love it. However, if you're not in that framework yet, or maybe you're new, or maybe you've never been to Summit, we want to kind of give you that New Year fresh goal setting vibes. Maybe you're where you want to be in your business, maybe you're not, but use tonight to really tap in and to really just wipe the slate clean and figure out what you want for you, your vision, and your business. Jen, let's take it away and talk about Summit recap first.
Great.
Oh, hello. I have the slides. I'm not very smart.
You do. Okay. It's okay. You'll keep me going. You'll keep me going on point. Okay, next slide. First slide. I'm ready.
You got it? You see it?
I can't change the slides.
It's up. Can you see it? Can y'all see it?
Yeah, but no, it's not on the next slide.
To the next slide. We can't see it.
Click next slide.
Okay, I can. It's showing slide 2 from my end. Is it not showing it from your end?
No, it says slide
what
1.
Do you see?
I can share my screen if it's easier.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay.
Maybe I'm.
Okay, hang on. I think I have it. Oh, wait, I don't have it up on here. Shit. Malfunction! Okay. Are we getting it? My bad. Thought I had it. Okay, first thing is Summit, amazing stuff. Beachbody Champions page is going to be where the recordings are for all the trainings. So when you go to Beachbody Champions, literally you can search it in Facebook, Beachbody Champions. In the unit section, the last unit is Summit. And we're still at the first slide, in case you're wondering. And so first of all, Summit virtual workout was so much fun. It was great. The biggest takeaways were for me personally, and you guys share some takeaways in the chat right now. Everyone write down in the chat, what was your favorite part of virtual Summit? Just, was it a certain speaker? Was it a certain event that you watched? The biggest thing is you can go back and watch everything, and you can see the Beachbody Challenge is probably my favorite part of Summit weekend. There we are. Because the Beachbody Challenge are people who have lost like crazy amounts of weight and just this amazing journey all because of Beachbody. And I want to remind you guys, this business, especially for new coaches, we are not part of some icky online scam where it is just about making our money on recruitment. We don't have a high ticket new coach fee, like a lot of other MLMs that, you know, borderline kind of weird, right? We truly are helping people. Getting set up with challenge packs, the nutrition programs, the fitness programs are amazing. And so there was a bunch of elite top 10 speakers. If you are someone who wants to move your business forward, all of these speakers are from coaches that tried and true practices. They've done it. They've hit success. Any goal that you have on your vision board, they've probably hit it. And so when I see any of these names up, I listen, you know, because they've hit that success. And so to me, that tells me, wow, they can do this. I can do this. I want to know what they did because success leaves clues, and I'm trying to pick them up. All these trainings are 15 minutes or less. Super good. Next slide. I love seeing in the chat everyone's favorite part. Love, love, love it. Okay, these are the announcements. There's going to be more info. The first one coming up, the pre and postnatal, is available August 3rd on BOD. People do not have to buy anything extra. It's just going to be in there. So if you are a pre or post mama, you need to bank on that. Like, not bank, but you need to really talk about that that's available. And then in the chat real quick, what are you most excited about? Which program? Are you excited about pumpkin, peppermint? Which one do you like more? You know, are you gonna, you know, whatever. Just let's blow this chat up and have some fun in there. But yeah, I'm not a runner, but maybe I'll become one, you guys. I don't know. It's crazy. But she's so freaking cute. So freaking cute. But again, it just shows you, especially for new coaches, this is not new. Beachbody is constantly raising their bar of what they have to offer. I was joking around with my coaches that all we need is Beachbody to come out with a bike. I mean, shoot, I'll buy the bike, you know? And now we literally have everything. Like, move over Peloton, Beachbody is coming, and I guarantee you it'll probably be less than $4,000. But I'd buy it, honestly. Like, I'm down for it. If Beachbody says we're buying a bike now, okay. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm super excited about everything. Autumn's amazing, all that. So now Team Cup. Cool. We're just moving through. These were super quick. August Team Cup. Team VIP, everyone is doing a great job calling out if they still need to get on a team. If you still need to be on a team, put it in the chat. And captains, leaders, put these new coaches on a team. Help them navigate that. Let's help out everyone. Again, though, I want to be very clear, though, if you don't want to be on a Team Cup team, don't be, right? If you're not going to make Success Club a non-negotiable, don't feel like you need to be on a Team Cup team. But you being on this call tells me that you want to move your business forward, so then you should be on a Team Cup team. Make sure that your team registers, okay? So you have to go to a separate website. Just Google Beachbody August Team Cup and make sure you register before Friday, okay? How the prizes work is tier 1, when you hit Success Club yourself, you get an MBF t-shirt or tank. Then when all 5 members of the team hit Success Club, you each get this Beachbody director's chair. So freaking cute. Then they do regional. So wherever the captain lives, whatever region the captain of the team, that's the region that you're playing in, okay? If you are the top regional team, you each get these Team Beachbody AirPods, okay? And you get the recognition. Like, how freaking cool is that? Guidelines and helpful tips. Set up a team meeting and set up a message pod. So my team and I, we've already done a little message. We talked about our own personal record for Success Club, because I don't want you to compete against me. We're on the same team, but I want you to compete against yourself this month for August. So don't necessarily worry about the star diamonds, anyone else. Do this for you, okay? And then you're collaborating with a team to win some awesome freaking prizes, okay? And talk about how you can do live power hours together. Maybe you work out together. Talking about when you're hosting groups. What are you calling it? Maybe you all collaborate and do a free group. First weekend of August goes into an MBF group or a different August group. Talk about it. Talk about what coaching events you're going to do together. Theme it out. When is your work schedule, so that you can always have a buddy, at least one other person, to work with you. in Team Cup, it is a hustle. And if you watched Rachel's live, she mentioned you're going to send invites. You're going to 10X. I challenge all of you guys to do a little bit more this month. It's only 31 days. That's it. Do more and challenge yourself. And if you get no's, send more. For every no you get, send 2 invites. Keep doing that. And eventually, the dam will break. It will. I promise you. But if you give up week 1, after sending 30 invites, 50 invites, 100 invites, and you don't get a yes and you give up, you're not only giving up on yourself, but you're giving up on the team, right? And that, don't do it, because like Rachel's so inspiring. She invited, she stayed consistent, and then it all came in. So my 5 tips for success is, well, one of them is have fun, hustle, 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 hustle. It's to do hard invites, be bold, put yourself out there, do a transformation, be honest, confident, talk in your phone if you're not used to it, right? Be a leader on your team. Even if you're not a captain, step up and be a leader. And then the last thing is lean into your team, lean into the team page, the power hours, the live power hours, yeah, and just go for it. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Thank you, Jen. That was like Summit Recap and Team Cup in a nutshell. Now we're going to transition over to 2020 vision goals. Let's reset. We just said it's a new year, so let's pretend it's December 31st. Tomorrow clock's over to January 1st. Just that excitement of it's a new day, it's a new start. Between now and next year at Summit, what do I want to accomplish? So what I want you to do now is just revisit, why are you here on a Sunday evening with us? Why have you committed to growing this business? And then let's really take a look at our mindset. So the first part of determining what you want is you have to just get clear with yourself. What do you really want to achieve in this business? If you had a magic wand and it said between this time right now and Summit 2021 in St. Louis, what do you want to achieve? Don't think about if it's realistic. Don't think about like, ooh, how can I do that? What do you really want? And get very clear with yourself. I think sometimes we try to play it safe. We try to make our goals, I'm talking to myself here, on what I actually think I can achieve, but not what do I really, really want? And then how would it feel to achieve it? So I'm very big on energy and feelings and vision and mindset. And the way you bring things into life is the thoughts you think, the words you say, and the feelings you feel. That is how you attract it to you. So if you have a big goal to be recognized on stage or have hit elite next year, oh, Jen, I think you're not on mute. Jen, you're not on mute. How would it feel to achieve? Jen.
Okay, sorry, you broke out. You, Chase.
Hold on.
And yeah, Cassie sent me hers already.
Hold on.
Just now.
I'll send you mine right now.
Okay, I muted her. Okay, can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so how would it feel to achieve what it is that you want? I want you to sit with that. If you have been on any of my live power hours this past week, I will make you sit and feel the feelings of what it will feel like to achieve what goal you want. Write this down. If you're not going to take time to do it now, after the end of this call, I want you to get very clear on what you want to achieve in this business. The next part is deciding you can have it. Okay, sometimes that means looking at the fears, the beliefs, what makes you think you can't have it, right? Maybe you've gone for a goal in the past and you've set it for yourself and you've fallen short. Sometimes when we miss goals, that tears away at our confidence and we feel like, you know what, maybe it isn't possible for me. You know, maybe this business, I'm not meant to be successful. I want you to look at whatever beliefs come up when you say, for one of mine might be, I want to be a 15 superstar diamond coach. What are some of the beliefs or limiting beliefs holding me back of why I think it's possible? Write a list of all those things and then take a real look at it and say, is this true or untrue? I guarantee I can look at the disbeliefs that I have of why it can't happen and disprove all of them. Because somebody in this business who I feel like, oh, that's a limiting belief, or I can't do it. I don't have a huge following on Instagram. I don't have 100,000 followers. I'm a busy mom of 3 with 3 kids at home. All these limiting beliefs, I guarantee there's somebody in the Beachbody world that has hit that goal with those same excuses and limiting beliefs that I have. Okay, so we want to disprove them to yourself and reframe them and say, you know what? Do it as you want to.
Child.
I want to say real quick is that the universe responds to your decision. So get clear what you want, decide I'm doing it no matter what. I will until I'm successful. And that just means that you need to go all in.
Sit down. Stop.
Okay. Are we good? Can you hear me? Okay. You can't tiptoe around what you want. You either got to go all in or you get out. And I say that with love, but basically, if you go all in on your goals and you half-ass it, that's the quickest way to not achieve them. So decide right here, whatever it is that you want, or after this call, and decide, I will do it until I'm successful. I truly believe every goal I have for myself in this business will happen. And if I'm not there yet, it's just because it hasn't happened yet. It's not that like, oh, that's not possible for me. No, it's happening. I've had a lot of missed goals in this business, and that just means I'm on my way. It just hasn't happened yet. And the last thing is the universe responds to your energy. So put your energy behind your goal. That means every freaking day you got to work and tell yourself, I can do this. I am in the process of becoming a 15 superstar diamond coach, or I am in the process of earning $1,000 a week, or whatever your goal is. Everyone has their own definition of success. Look at it for you. What does it mean like to you? And focus on feeling the feelings of already having it and telling yourself, this is my line in the sand. I will do this business until I reach this goal. One of mine is to be $1 million earner. I'm not there yet, but I know it's only a matter of time, because the only way to not reach my goal is to quit. And I'm definitely not going to do that. All right. So fired up, you guys. Jess, the next one. Okay. So that's cool. That's awesome. We set grand goals, and I want you to. My job in this business, I truly believe, is to fire you up and help you to dream bigger for yourself. At the same time, I want you to be realistic, and not in what's possible, but what are you willing to commit to? Okay, I just said, anything is possible in this business, but you have to decide what you want, and then you have to decide, am I willing to commit to taking that action? The definition of frustration is unmet expectations. So if I say one of my goals is to be a 15 superstar diamond coach, and I'm only committing to working 2 power hours a week, I can tell you right now, my goal of probably being a 15 superstar diamond coach by next summit ain't gonna happen. 2 power hour sessions a week doesn't align with the goal I say I have for myself. Okay, so let's just get very clear. I want those big goals for you, but I want you to take a good hard look at what am I willing to do. Decide what type of coach you will be. The cool thing about this business is that it's your business and you get to decide. We have all different types of players on this team, Team VIP, and whatever lane you choose is completely okay. We have affiliate coaches, those who just enjoy the support and community of our groups. They love our products because they are the best on the market, and they're focused on their own personal growth journey. Awesome. You're not meant to do this journey alone. I'm so glad you're here. What does it look like for them, for an affiliate coach? I mean, social media, they post on their feed and their stories occasionally, and mostly just about fitness and the products. They're probably not posting every day. They're not showing up consistently. And when they do, they're sharing about their fitness journey. Awesome. So glad you're here. Glad you're part of this community. Plug in. Let's help you get the best health and fitness transformation and results that you want for yourself. The next option, but I would say an affiliate coach, you're probably just looking to maybe get your products paid for. You're probably not looking to be a 15 superstar diamond earning $1,000 a week. Totally cool. That's all right. Next one is what we would consider to be a hobby coach. So again, all of the above, love the community, love the group, love the products. Maybe looking to earn some extra fun money, maybe to have some extra shopping trips, maybe to get their nails done, maybe an extra $300 to $500 a month. Cool. So what does it look like for them? They are posting consistently on their feeds and stories about challenge groups, their results, their personal journey, and they're really focusing on attracting clients every single month, right? They're trying to hit Success Club because they know they want some extra spending money. They got to be pulling people into their challenge group every single month. And the last one is what we consider to be our working coaches. Those who are like, you know what? I signed up for the community. I signed up for the products, for my own personal accountability to my health and fitness journey. But I also want to treat this like a business. I want to grow this to where I can potentially make a full-time income. And what we consider to be a full-time income is $1,000 a week. Okay. At that point, we consider you have made a full-time income. So what does that look like for them? It means they are consistently showing up on social media, on their feed and their stories every single day. Hitting Success Club is a non-negotiable. I have been in this business for 5.5 years, and that from day one has been like, no matter what, even if I'm hitting it on the last hour of the last day of the month, I'm hitting it no matter what. They recognize that success takes time and we have a long-term vision for what we're doing and where we're going. I just told you, one of my goals is to be in the $1 Million Club. I haven't hit it yet, 5.5 years in, but I have that long-term vision that I know if I keep going, I will. So again, consistently posting daily, talking about challenge groups, sharing results, sharing the personal journey, sharing the business opportunity because we're actively growing a team to do this with us, talking about the team community, and also talking about the income and the income potential. Those are the differences between all of them. Again, does not matter. Whichever one you align with is totally cool. Our job is to help you get the results based on what lane you're in. And then we look at the goal that we want. We look at what type of coach you want to be, and do they align? And if not, let's make sure that they do, so that, again, you're not frustrated by those unmet expectations. Cool? All right, I talked really fast, passing it over to Jess.
We can't mute, we can't unmute, we're really struggling. So why, now that you have that, you know, okay, this is where I want to go, and don't have a filtered response when you think about it. Here's where maybe my actions are currently aligning, but I know that that's not matching my current goal. That's okay. We have plenty of time to pivot, restart, refresh. So I want you to think that big picture, big vision goal, and we're talking 5 years, 10 years, that $1 million, I want to be part of the legacy, that kind of vision for your business, that's out there. But now we've got to back it up. Where do I want to be this time next year? So we've got to take off and bite a chunk of that goal and say, where do I want to be in St. Louis 2021? And does my current level match? And if it does, great. And if it doesn't, let's back it up. And then I want you to think, if I want to be, I'm going to give you some examples in a second, depending on where I want to be by 2021, where do I need to be on New Year's Eve of this year, 2020, in order to be making progress towards that summit goal? Because I promise you, no time moves faster than January to May of next year. You've got all these goals, and it feels like right now I have forever and ever to hit them, and then all of a sudden you're trying to hit it in time to walk that summit stage or to hit that summit recognition, whatever the case might be, your income goal for a summit. And the time just flies warp speed. So what you're doing these next 5 months of the year are going to determine whether or not you have what you need in place to hit that goal by summit. I'm going to give you a couple of examples because, again, everybody's goals are different, and we are not here to tell you what your business vision needs to be. That's on you. We are here to tell you how to get to where you want to be and not have any disillusions of what it's going to take to get there. So number one, I chatted with Caitlin and Kristen Crawford. You know, they're our favorite twins on Team VIP, and they both want to hit elite for 2021. So we had a Zoom call and we talked about, okay, if your goal is to hit elite by the end of 2021, by the end of this year, you both need to have qualified for 1-star NLC qualification at the minimum. Because in order for you to have the players on your team, because elite is a team goal, you cannot do it by yourself. Trust and believe, we've tried, it doesn't work. You have to have the team and the players in place. And if you build those teams and not players over the next 5 months, when you start 2021, you're going to crush your goal of hitting elite. But if you just lollygag around and don't have a vision and don't have a benchmark of I'm going to make it at least 1-star and I'm going to get my butt to NLC because I know I'm going to need that leadership training in order to lead a 5-star team by the end of next year, that's going to give you a benchmark. So there's kind of a rank example. Maybe you're somebody who's thinking, well, I just want to focus on income. I want to double my income, or I want to go from making $500 a month to making $500 a week. For you, you have got to dive into building that team within your downline. And that doesn't just need PS coaches. What you need on your team is coaches that are Emerald and above, consistently hitting Success Club, consistently adding 2 or more coaches to their team every single month. And those coaches can be your direct personally sponsored coaches. They can be your personally sponsored, their downline coaches. That can kind of, it has a little bit more wiggle room, because when you're talking about income, you're talking about team cycle bonus. So your coach could pull on a rock star coach, and that's going to impact your income as well. So you're leading a team of leaders, and that's what you want to be thinking, and that's what you want to be telling the universe every day. I am grateful to be a leader of leaders. You have leaders within your downline that have their own Emerald Plus coaches coaches hitting Success Club every month and adding their 2 coaches every month. That's what you're doing if your focus is really doing income. Now, 9 times out of 10 in this business, rank and income go hand in hand. So if you're pushing for a big rank goal, that income is going to follow, because you cannot hit a high rank goal without a strong team and without strong leadership. So most of the time, those things are going to go hand in hand, but you have got to really reach out to your upline and be serious about, this is where I want to be. Tell me what I need to do and what is my end of year benchmark in order to make it happen, so that you can reverse engineer and figure out, I've got 5 months left. What do I need to accomplish in Q3 and Q4, the last 2 quarters of the year, in order to reach that New Year's goal, and then to surge on to reach that summit goal. That big vision goal is awesome, but if you don't chunk it back and make it very tangible to the month, it's very hard to hit, because time flies by and you feel like all of a sudden you're at your goal and you missed it and you're defeated, and that's not going to happen to us. Good? All right, we're almost done, I promise. Change this last one. So you've set your goal. You know what you need to hit by summit. You know what you need to hit by the new year. You know what needs to happen in Q3 and Q4. You're going to take the time to write this down, really dig in and figure out what it is. Reach out to your upline. Ask them to help you strategize if you need help in that. And then you've got to follow through. And how are you going to follow through? Because I can tell you, I've set a lot of goals in this business, and then life gets in the way. Something happens, mom life happens, I get pregnant, I have a child, I have every obstacle under the sun, I do homeschool, all of the things. Joy of Missing Out is an absolutely great book. I highly recommend it. I see you just posted that, Marissa, and that is huge. You've got to forecast your obstacles, because they're going to be there, and you're going to have other priorities outside of this business. That's the whole purpose of this business, is to allow you to be smarter and more free with what you're choosing as your priorities. Because if you're too busy for this business, that's a choice. It's not a wrong choice, but it's your choice. If you're too busy to be on this team call, you're probably going to be too busy to watch the recording, and you're probably going to be too busy to show up for the power hours, and that's okay. But you need to get real with that and be honest with that. So taking your priorities, your other job, maybe you've got a full-time career that you're doing, maybe you've got kids, maybe your Laura Simon has a newborn, she's still on the call today, she has literally a 1-week-old child, she's on the call today, and that's why her business is thriving 5 years later. Maybe you've got other stressors that we have no idea about, because nobody knows what anybody else is going through, but those are priorities in your life. Map them out, and then put this business in its place. Where does it fit as a priority in your life? And what of those coaches, whether it's affiliate, hobby, or working business coach, where do you have time to give in this business? And then draw your line in the sand and take action. If you mess up and you said you were going to get up at 5 a.m. and you didn't, that doesn't mean the day is lost. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to work today, I'm just going to start again tomorrow. That means figure it out. The day might not be as comfortable as you thought. It might not be as fun as you thought. You might have to skip your show at night and have to get your little butt working, but that is a discipline that you're going to need if you want to follow through on your goals. And then create automated behaviors. Marissa, that is where I got this, was from that book. Create automated behaviors in your business. Things that just happen without you thinking about it. It is as automated as brushing your teeth. Your personal development, you don't even think about it, because I promise you, if you're not plugging into your personal development, you will struggle to find that continuous momentum on the way to your goals, because it's not going to be a straight shot. More than likely, you're going to have ebbs and flows. You're going to think you're there, and then you're going to have a struggle. You're going to be almost right to your goal, and then a coach is going to cancel. You're going to have ebbs and flows, and you've got to have that mindset and that personal development plugging in. Plug into your coach pods, show up and add value. I see somebody saying, what is a coach pod? So maybe you're not part of one yet. We'll get you plugged into one, but a message pod usually run through Facebook. At least mine are run through Facebook. And I separate my leaders depending on where they are in the business, so that they're working with other leaders that are at their same pace, their same level in the business, and they can push each other, ask questions, show up, add value. Hey, I saw this great podcast, or hey, I just sent this great message, or hey, I'm struggling with this conversation. Can you give me some great feedback and something that you would say? A message pod, a group of community that you can lean in on that has similar priorities to you. Show up for your power hours. We've created a schedule for Team VIP to have some power hours to give you some accountability, partners to jump on with. Show up for yourself, show up for your business. That is an automated task, no different than showing up for your work out. This is your job. Have a morning routine that makes sense to you. It doesn't have to start at 5 a.m. It doesn't have to, you could have your morning routine could start at 10 a.m. It doesn't matter, but have standards for how you start your day, because how you start your day is how your day will end up. And no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Trust and believe me, coming off of the newborn season, my morning routine was a thing of like, there was no such thing. My days and nights were all the same. And I can tell you how much it affected me. Like, I was going crazy town. And even though my mornings are still not as early as they used to be because I'm still not sleeping all night, I'm still establishing a morning routine because it's so important for my personality, both in my personal life and in my business life. And then have time management. You have got to set boundaries and priorities. You've got to be okay saying no to things that don't serve your big vision and things that don't serve the goals that you want to reach. You've got your main priorities. And if they don't fall into the categories of your family and your main priorities, and they don't serve your big vision, then they have to be a no right now. You've got to put a pin in it. You've got to say no to the things that don't serve you right now in this season so that you can gain that momentum and get a big push to get you where you want to go. Okay, any questions? I know we ran through this like a bullet, but we wanted to try to be as close to our 30 minutes as possible to be respectful. I'm going to stop share. Any questions that we have? Top priorities is to really sit down, and we're not here to tell you what your goals are, but we want you to be crystal clear in what you want for your business. So if you've not yet done that, or maybe you're at a season, I reevaluate my goals all the time. Raquel and I constantly have conversations of where are we going? We literally had it today when we were putting this call together. We were like, well, maybe we should get our shit straight. So if you think we have it all together, we don't. We're constantly reevaluating. Okay, this is where we are now. You know, where's our next step? What's the next level up? That's okay, but we are at that Beachbody New Year. This is our line in the sand. This is our chance to start fresh, to have that next vision, and to go get it.
So I will just say, if you don't have this conversation with your upline, letting them know what goal you want and talking through what limiting beliefs, I literally had this with Jessica today, and she called me out on my limiting beliefs because I struggle with, well, I don't know if that's possible, because you need someone in your corner to call you out. So whether that's your upline where you're like, you have more priority to call me out, or somebody in your message pod, or you connect with somebody on the team, be real, be honest, and be open to feedback. Because also the definition of insanity is going for the same goals and not changing your approach. So I have been there. I have done it. And it's like, okay, that's not working. How many times can you go up against a wall and it's not working? You have to be open to changing your approach. Okay. But I want you to be so honest with yourself of what do you really want? Not what we think is realistic, not that's going to keep us in our comfort zone, but like, what do you want in this business? Allow yourself to dream big. That's what this business has done for me. It reminded me that I can dream big, because somewhere along the way, I forgot. I look at my daughter, she's about to be 9 years old. She wants to be a veterinarian. She wants to be famous. She wants to be a rockette. She wants to do all these things. And she might be a dancing famous veterinarian. I don't know, but she has these big ideas and she believes it's all possible. And I'm like, man, I need some of that. As a 36-year-old woman, this business has reminded me I can dream really freaking big. We're putting a pool in our backyard. I wanted that for so long, but I was like, that's not going to happen. Like, how am I going to do that? It's a lot of money. Like, I just don't know if it's possible. But then one day I said, you know what? Hell no. Let me just go see. Let me go get a quote. Let me see. Let me put it out there. And guess what? We're getting a freaking pool. And it's a small thing, but like, I reminded myself, I can have what I want. If I'm really willing to say, here's what I want, here's what I'm willing to do and show up and align with it, it will happen. And that even included convincing my husband. And he's very hard to convince. But you know what? I'm getting my freaking pool. So I want this for you. Whatever you want, be honest with yourself. Be real with yourself. Tell your upline. Tell somebody. Tell your spouse. Tell your best friend. You can't make these goals and hold them to yourself, because guess what? You'll disappoint yourself every time. Put it out in public. Shout it from the rooftops. Put it in Team VIP. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to have a thread.
Yeah, VIP.
We're going to do that. We're going to have
So yeah, send it.
Yes.
Put it in.
Cool. Say it and claim it. Yes. Love it.
So by tomorrow, I expect Team VIP group page to be flooded with everyone's. Just start it with my St. Louis 2020 goal is boom, 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 and then jot it down. And remember, do not compare your goal to anybody else's on the team because they're not in your season. They don't have the same priorities, and their business is not your business. Don't feel the need to keep up with somebody else who maybe doesn't have your same life. It doesn't matter. You could jump in and say, you know what, I just want to pay to get my nails done. While the next person jumps in and says, I want to make $100,000. It doesn't matter. There's no right answer. You just have to want it. Okay, any last questions before we hop off? Last week to get Team Cup, you've got all the details. You've got Jen's Google Streak reporting coming as well as this one if you need to share it with your team. Hope you have the most amazing evening. Sorry we ran about 10 over, but hopefully this is setting us up for Beachbody New Year. Happy Monday. See you on the social. Sunday. Okay, bye.